Riverview Community Bank in Otsego is the fastest growing startup bank in Minnesota. In the first 9 months the bank was open, deposits had already exceeded the projections for year 3, and they don't appear to be slowing down. The founder of the bank, Dwayne Kropinski, and his partner Chuck Ripka are not surprised.
The very first day the bank opened up, I remember sitting in my office, the Lord spoke to me very clearly, and he said, Chuck, if you do all the things I've called you to do here, I promise you, I'll take care of the bottom line.
The things God has called Chuck to do here are share his faith at work and allow others to do the same. He regularly prays with customers and his employees, and unlike most businesses, employees are encouraged to share their faith and to pray with each other and with their customers, even at the drive-through window.
You can just see it in the people. Everybody's happier.
The bottom line is evidence that God is at work at the bank, but there's more. There have been 70 healings there, and 76 people, including 20 employees and spouses, have prayed for salvation inside the bank. Lori Smith received physical healing at the bank.
I don't think the prayer lasted 10 seconds, maybe 15. I immediately got up. I had this burning in the low of my back that I have never gotten before, to the point where it made me almost sick to my stomach. I went home, I slept for 2 hours, and when I got up, I had no more pain in my back and no more pain in my left leg.
There's such openness about God's Spirit at the bank that Riverview Community Bank has become known as the Christian Bank. Chuck receives multiple phone calls every week from people who are seeking prayer or healing.
When I came to see you, I was having problems with walking.
Yeah.
And I would be like real achy with sitting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't hurt.
You feel better?
I don't hurt when I walk.
The local newspaper, as well as national media, have recognized something unique happening at the bank. Russell Shorto, a freelance writer for the New York Times, recently came to the bank to do a story about God in the workplace and ended up accepting Christ right in Chuck's office.
There was such an anointing in my office, God's anointing, a presence in my office so strong that Russell's hands were sitting on his lap, like this, just flat down. All of a sudden, Russell raises his hands, and I could see his eyes fluttering and just holding back some tears, and being very touched by this prayer. It meant a lot to him. And then the Lord said, ask him. And I said, Russell, would you be willing to invite Christ into your life? No longer to have a distant relationship, but a personal, intimate relationship. He said yes. So we held hands. He invited Christ into his life.
Chuck believes this is only the beginning of many great things to come. He just needs to listen and follow God's lead.
The Lord spoke to me. He says, Chuck, I want you to pastor the bank. I said, Lord, pastor the bank? How do you pastor a bank? And he said, what I've taught you, now I want you to begin to teach them. Because I've been praying with customers, employees for 20 years. But all of a sudden he says, now instead of doing it yourself, now go teach them within the bank. This is my church. This is the people I begin to pastor.